Hi, I'm Jay, 3 kilobytes. And today I'm announcing my most anticipated games for 2020. 12. So my first game is obviously Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal. Mr. Jaffe, you've created a game that I want to kiss on the whole of the dish. Oh, Jaffe! So David Jaffe is back. He was basically the creator of Twisted Metal, and to see him back launching a huge title like this on the PS3 with the graphic horsepower that it's basically I can't even make sentences that describe how excited I am. You've got these huge multiplayer games out like Call of Duty and Battlefield and blah blah blah, and they're just duking it out for first place. And what's going to happen here is you've got this new genre that no one's really played in a while. This car combat game, which is just awesome to play. I mean, it's just awesome if you haven't played it. It's going to be really interesting to see how much of a jab this can take out of those first-person shooters. So that's one of the games I'm most interested in. My next game is obvious. It's Mass Effect 3. This one's huge, huge, huge for me. It's concluding the story. Is the elusive man gonna finally get his hands on Shepard's crotch and give it a good licking? The teammates in this are going to be spectacular. I mean, in part 2, building your team was essential to the storyline. That was a huge element to the game in part 2, and part 3 is just going to really, I think, take that to the next level. I hope they streamline it even more, so that's a big one. And of course, Seth Green is flying the ship, which is sexy?
Resident Evil 6.
This game really, really, really needs to go back to the roots of Resident Evil. Resident Evil, when it came out, was about survival horror. Nowadays, it's really about, a lot of people are calling it Gears of Evil. You have this you can run and shoot in the new one. There's a duck and cover system that they're implementing in part 6. So it's going to be really interesting. How do they take all these cameos, which we've seen from the teaser trailer, and put them into a Resident Evil game without it seeming over the top, ridiculous? Hopefully, they spend most of the time on the story, and it's really, I hope it's really, really, really like Resident Evil 2, because Resident Evil 2 is one of my favorite Resident Evil games. To see them go back to a city setting, I'm really excited for that. Enough of this bullshit on trains or wherever the hell they were. I just want them back in the city. I want to see civilians getting murdered by zombies. I want you to be able to save these people. I want running, I don't want running zombies. I want them to go back to the classic Resident Evil idea. I want them to be, very simple. You've got this scenario that's taking place in a building. You've got to go to point A, point B, collect the keys to open the doors. I want it to be very slow-paced in those scenarios. But I want it to be like the original Resident Evil. I want it to be exciting at times, but I also want it to be very low-key in terms of how the scares are thrown at you. In the new game, it's more action-oriented, and I just want them to go back to the slow pace. And the next one is The Last of Us. And why I'm excited about this is because you've got Naughty Dog, who's an amazing studio. They brought us Jak and Daxter, obviously Uncharted. What's amazing now is they're taking the same formula as Uncharted and turning it into a zombie genre, epic, ridiculous, just crazy, just sexual, just game. But what's also interesting is the story in this involves a 14-year-old girl and like a 30-year-old man. So it's going to be really interesting to have guys that are like 26, 27, 28 be really interested in playing a game that involves a 14-year-old girl all the time. What's going on in that story? What's that girl doing with that guy? Why are they together? I guess maybe Naughty Dog likes young girls with older guys in their story now. But joking aside, I'm excited about this game because it's basically running on the Uncharted engine. The reason that I really want to play this game is because it's not Uncharted. It's something that Naughty Dog is doing that's not Uncharted. We've seen so much Uncharted. Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, Uncharted 4, Uncharted 5. Point being, it's something new from Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog's amazing. So, I mean, to see them go off and take the zombie genre in this new direction, hopefully it's a new direction, because there's a lot of zombie games out there. So that's why I'm anticipating this game, because I think Naughty Dog is onto something good here, and I'm guaranteeing almost that it's game. But we'll see. We'll see if it even comes out this year. Next up is Halo 4. Why is Halo 4 up? Why? Master Chief, come on, wake up. He's back, he's in a new trilogy, but there's a huge difference here. Bungie, as you know, is now making this game, and 343 Industries has stepped up. Microsoft gave them a boatload of money, literally a boat. They drove a boat up, and they said, it's full of rubies. So it's going to be really interesting. What's going to happen with the multiplayer, first of all? Is it going to be mind-blowing? Like, because, you know, Halo Reach multiplayer is just... How are they going to evolve the multiplayer? Master Chief is back. Cortana is back. Bungie isn't. Wait a minute, Bungie's not back? Oh, why am I anticipating this game? Because I'm curious to see something like this happen in video games. Is kind of scary. 343 Industries, I don't know how to feel about this. It looks like it's going for that Call of Duty flavor, you know, because Master Chief now has a jetpack. He's got some new weapons, obviously. He's got some new armor. So what's going to happen here? Who knows? That's why I'm excited about it. And again, Halo is a huge franchise. So why I'm excited about Darksiders 2, you ask? Well, the game runs parallel to the first game. So you're not playing war anymore, you're playing death, which is spectacular. And the character is not as bulky as War was in the first game, so he's more agile apparently. So it's a little bit more loose in terms of gameplay, but what's really exciting for this is they're not going too far from the original formula. They've changed the character up, which is going to change the feeling of the game slightly. It's not going to be, you know, a super different game, but what's amazing is the same events are happening and you get to see them from different perspectives. I think that's, you know, a unique way of telling a story, but for this type of game, it's really, really interesting to see how they're going to pull it off. To see Part 2 take that next step in the evolution of this series is really amazing. Not to mention the fact that it's coming out for Wii U, so for me, I know a lot of people are going to say, Wii U. To have the ability to use the Wii U controller with this game is awesome. The fact that you can have your menu system on the screen, oh God, I can't wait. I will buy it day one. As soon as it comes out, I will buy a Wii U just for this game. Oh my God, I am excited, man, because this is a Wii U game that the Wii U needs on launch, so I hope it launches with it and you got some extra content. The fact of the matter is, you know, it's going to be the first game on the Wii U. I think you'll be able to look at your inventory on the screen and select things without looking at the HUD on your television, which takes away from the gameplay. I mean, yes, it is gameplay, switching weapons, but imagine doing it on the fly. Imagine games like Skyrim. So anyone out there who says that's a bad idea, I like to go in the menus and waste my time, and that's why I'm playing 50 hours, and bullshit. Fucking bullshit. It's on the screen, it's live, it's in your hand, deal with it and get real.
3 kilobytes.